So, Martin, the UK strong in the second quarter, as you've made clear. The US has had a weak year, given that if you look at the hard data or even the surveys, the economy looks to be in pretty good health. Why are things tricky for you right now in the United States?
Well, it's not just for us. I mean, if you look at there are 5 of the 6 major holding companies. The report in the US has been weak across all of them. Some of them don't. Our Japanese competitor, for example, puts together the Americas, Latin America and America, but I think they were down 4% in the Americas. So in Q2. So it's been a common issue. But obviously, Trumponomics, which had 3 legs to it. First was reduction in regulation. We're seeing a bit of that. Second was infrastructure spending. Well, that takes time, and we haven't seen, I think, a lot of it as yet. And then third was tax reform, simplification and reduction of tax rates. That's going to take some time too now because they haven't been able to get healthcare reform through. So there's this sort of stuttering in the implementation, which I don't think is helpful. And today,
do you still think he'll be able to push? So, Martin, do you still think President Trump will be able to push through his agenda, those issues you've talked about, tax cuts, infrastructure and so forth?
Well, regulation, they've already started to do something about it. I hear reports of that. Infrastructure, I mean, they're trying. The tax bill is the one that's the most immediate. When Steve Mnuchin became Treasury Secretary, I think he indicated August was the date. Well, here we are in August. Then I think it was delayed to the beginning of next year. That looks like too hectic a timetable, so it's going to take some time. I think the business community hopes there will be simplification and reduction, but we have to see how it plays out. But all the rhetoric today around government shutdowns and unless budgets fund a wall and everything doesn't help things or reduce levels of uncertainty. But the U.S. economy is still a bellwether. I mean, the bellwether. It's 18, 19 trillion out of 73 trillion of worldwide GDP. So it's still, and China is 10, 11 trillion. So it's still, in absolute terms, the key to worldwide growth. So one can only hope that at some point in time, some of these programs that were promised can be implemented effectively.